Merry Christmas! And it is now the Feast of the Holy Family here at the Church of the Nativity in Midland Park, New Jersey, a stewardship parish. And as you can see, I'm sitting in front of the creche scene, the very large creche scene that we have inside of our church right next to the sanctuary. And today we listen to the gospel that talks about Mary and Joseph looking for Jesus. Jesus is already 12 years old in the gospel today, and he is lost. They can't find him. And so we have Mary and Joseph desperately trying to find him. Remember, it was an age where there were no electronics, there was no internet, there were no cell phones. And so they had to retrace their steps because they had gone for a couple of days without seeing him, figuring that he was with other relatives or friends in their caravan. And now they're retracing their steps to try to find him. You can imagine how they must have felt. You know, it's a typical thing that so many of us go through with our families when we can't get in touch with one another or if something has happened. We immediately go into a type of a panic inside of us. But the gospel today is really a metaphor for how we search for Jesus in our own lives. And it's as Mary and Joseph are searching for Jesus to find him, it reminds us that we who are Christians are hopefully constantly searching for Jesus. Because when we know that we desire God in our lives, we need to look for Jesus in everything that we do. And so as we search for Jesus, we want to grow in our obedience to God. We want to grow in our grace with God. We want to grow in wisdom with God. And as we do all of those things together, we then begin to find how God dwells not only within inside of us, but in the people that we interact with, in the way we talk to them, in the way we pray with them. So this Feast of the Holy Family is a great time for us as families to pause and to give thanks. And we know that families are difficult at times. As much as we love them and we adore them, they are the most challenging people sometimes in our lives that seem to push our buttons all the time. But once again, we have to place our families before the Lord. And what a wonderful way to do that as we go to any creche scene that we can see and maybe say a prayer for our families this weekend. Here at the Church of the Nativity, at the end of all of our Masses this weekend, we are going to give out individual blessings to families. So we invite you to all come together as a family to Mass. And if you're not all together as a family, we will bless individuals also. But it's just our little way of, as we begin this new year in the life of the church, that we can ask for God's blessings in the way we love one another. We hope that you were here for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day and got our book, Rediscover Catholicism by Matthew Kelly. That was our little Christmas gift to everyone. And if you haven't received that book yet, we still have some here. So please come and get one this weekend. We promise you it is something that will truly engage your mind and hopefully stir your heart as we continue as a community of faith to find Jesus in our lives and to touch him and to allow Jesus to touch us. God bless you.